How to get the Creaking Heart in Minecraft. The Creaking Heart is a new living block that will be added in Minecraft 1.21.4, the winter drop. This is a block that is found in the Pale Garden biome that can spawn the Creaking mob that will defend it and will generate resin clumps that can be collected to craft resin blocks and resin bricks. In this video I will explain where to find the Pale Garden biome, how to get the Creaking Heart, and how to craft the Creaking Heart. Where to find the Creaking Heart. The heart is found in the new Pale Garden biome. This biome is a variant of the Dark Forest biome. The Pale Garden is very distinct looking as it will have gray colored vegetation and blocks. There will be a bunch of unique variations of different blocks in the game only found in this biome. As this biome is a variant of the Dark Forest, it is found in the same area as the Dark Forest. They usually are bordered by biomes like the birch forest, jungles, old growth taigas. These are the taigas that have taller trees, but not other taigas. The Pale Gardens biome is most likely to be found near forested biomes, and they will be rare to find. If you want to know more about finding a Pale Garden, I'll have a card on the top right to a video that goes into more detail about finding one. How to get the Creaking Heart. Once you have found a Pale Garden biome, the Creaking Heart is found near the top of the tree trunks in the pale oak trees. It can be covered by pale oak logs. The Creaking Heart will be illuminated with an orange color and emit an eerie sound if it is active. Active means it has a pale oak log above and below the Creaking Heart. If you want to drop the block, you will have to mine it with a Silk Touch enchanted tool, otherwise it will be destroyed. Any tool can be used on it, but the axe is the quickest. The Creaking Heart does have a hardness of 10 and may take a couple of seconds to mine. If you break the Creaking Heart, it will drop 20 to 24 experience and 1 to 3 resin clumps that can be increased by 1 per level of fortune, with the most possible being 6 resin clumps at fortune 3. If you're having a hard time finding the Creaking Heart, one trick is to wait until it is night or a thunderstorm and see if any creaking mobs spawn. This is a grayish brown mob with an off-center head and resembles a pale oak tree. Creaking mobs are hostile mobs that will be linked to the Creaking Hearts, and that the Creaking Hearts will spawn. They are meant to defend the Creaking Hearts from being broken. They spawn within a 33 by 17 by 33 area centered around the heart. The Creaking is vulnerable to all damage and can't be killed. The Creaking mob will start in an unalerted state and wander aimlessly like most mobs in the game. It will be alerted when it enters within 12 blocks of the player's field of vision. This is based on the default field of vision in the game of 70 degrees. Once the Creaking is alerted, its eyes will become more orange and it will stand still. As long as you look at the Creaking, it will not move. Once you look away from the Creaking, it will move towards you and headbutt you. The headbutts will be 2 damage on easy, 3 on normal, and 4 on hard. You can get the Creaking to despawn when it gets pushed 32 blocks away from the heart it is linked to, when it becomes a day, or if you break the heart. The Creaking will stand at the edge of the radius of 32 blocks and won't go outside of this range. There is more to the Creaking, but I wanted to give you a short summary to know what you're dealing with. When you hit the Creaking, there will be a stream between it and the Creaking Heart it is linked to. This stream will cover the pale oak logs around the heart with resin clumps. Hitting it will give you the exact location of the Creaking Heart it is linked to. How to craft a Creaking Heart. The Creaking Heart is a rare block and you may have difficulty finding one. Also, you cannot generate a Creaking Heart from pale oak saplings like a bee's nest with trees. You can craft a Creaking Heart with 2 pale oak logs and a block of resin in this pattern in the crafting table. A block of resin is crafted from 9 resin clumps in this pattern in the crafting table. You can get the resin clumps from the Creaking Heart. Once you have a Creaking Heart, you can craft more Creaking Hearts. Resin clumps can be found 2 to 4 in the Woodland Mansion at 44.5% in Java Edition and 16.1% in Bedrock Edition. The Woodland Mansion is a structure that is dark oak and cobblestone and is 3 levels tall. It has a variety of different rooms in it, and it will be occupied by allays, evokers, vindicators, and other hostile mobs that spawn in darkness. The Woodland Mansion chest can be found throughout the mansion. However, depending on the room, the loot in the chest may be specific to that chest, like having only saplings or flowers in it. The Woodland Mansion is a rare structure that can be tens of thousands of blocks between each one. It is found in the Dark Forest, so the same area as the pale garden biomes would be. A Woodland Explorer map can be bought from a cartographer villager. There is a 66% chance of this trade appearing at the journeyman level or the 3rd level, and it is 14 emeralds and a compass for a Woodland Explorer map. The map the cartographer gives you will be the same mansion every time. This map will be 512 by 512 area and will start to fill in when you are within this area. When you are 1027 blocks away from the map, your icon will be smaller and it will be larger when you are within 1027 blocks of the map. This can be a difficult explorer map to use as the woodland mansion can be thousands of blocks away from you. Even getting resin clumps from a woodland mansion will require you to still get pale oak logs that you will have to get in the pale garden.